Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
Hello to everyone. Welcome to Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine, where we bring you the latest significant business developments on BizWatch, the business section, while leisure features take center stage on our lifestyle section, which shall be hosted by our lovely sunshine girl, Zara Hernandez. And she's here to give you an idea of what's ahead to watch this week. Zara?
Oh, hi there, Butch, and thank you so much for welcoming me here on Business and Leisure. Hi, everyone. I am simply happy to be back here to give you the best in lifestyle for this week. Another edition means another brand new offering, and we start with the latest and hottest events in and out of the metro. That is, of course, followed by our ever popular segment, Places with another unique concept all the way in Antipolo City. More dining options in our leisure trip, and of course we end with our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts out there. Well, together we will all find out those exciting features that I have mentioned, but first things first, business will take the front seat with our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. See you in a bit, Butch, and back to you.
Thanks, Zara. We'll see you right after I take care of business. Sunshine girl Zara Hernandez, our lovely host on our leisure report this week. We now pause for a short break, after which it's all business talk on BizWatch. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure and to our business section, BizWatch. For our lead issue this week, don't hold your breath, but there is going to be a new big player in the international money transfer business. Heidi Santos has the story.
As announced earlier, Land Bank of the Philippines will acquire the Philippine Postal Savings Bank or Postal Bank. Land Bank will take over Postal Bank at no cost, and it plans to convert the Thrift Bank into an international money transfer business. This was announced by Land Bank President Alex V. Buenaventura.
The Postal Bank was a losing proposition while it was allowed to operate, so it comes as no surprise that Land Bank is going to acquire it at zero value. When it closed, Postal Bank was valued at negative 478 to 480 million pesos. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
Although Land Bank is going to acquire Postal Bank at zero value, Land Bank will be forced to infuse capital into Postal Bank to cover the negative amount. Land Bank is looking at infusing about 1 billion pesos into this acquisition. At the moment, the buyout will have to go through the Governance Commission for Government-Owned or Controlled Corporations before it is approved by the Bangko Central's Monetary Board. From here, the takeover deal will go to the Office of President Duterte for final approval. When the takeover is fully completed, Postal Bank will be renamed as Overseas Filipino Bank and will function effectively as the remittance marketing arm of Land Bank.
The timetable for this deal is January of 2018. The Overseas Filipino Bank will be operating in countries with high concentration of Filipino workers and migrants. Meanwhile, the Asian Development Bank has again opened its coffers to the Philippines in furtherance of the country's ambitious infrastructure goals. ADB has announced that the Philippines can get as much as $3.8 billion in loans and more from its non-lending financing arm in Manila. Our business reporter Andre Ko has the details.
The Asian Development Bank announced that it has opened loans and non-lending programs for the country. This is to boost the Philippines' plan to accelerate public spending on infrastructure and social services. Apart from the US $3.8 billion in loans, the Philippines can tap another $21.8 million in non-lending financing from its Manila Bank. This was disclosed by the International Finance Group to Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez. This funding falls under the ADB's Country Operations Business Plan, or COBP, which will focus on the priority areas of the Duterte administration.
47.4% of the total funding support of $1.8 billion will be earmarked for infrastructure. $1.5 billion or 39.5% will go to education and skills development, access to finance, expanded social services, and employment opportunities for the youth. The balance of $500 million is for programs on good governance and finance. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
The timeline for this is from 2018 to 2020. There are some infrastructure projects that ADB is considering to co-finance with the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA. These include the proposed PNR Malolos-Clark Railway and the PNR capacity and readiness in handling as well as financing infrastructure projects, especially the construction of our railways. The Philippines has requested for quarterly meetings with ADB to make sure that the ADB's country partnership strategy is aligned with the current administration strategies. ADB has agreed to this request. Meanwhile, additional projects that ADB's country operations business plans may cover are the Central Spine Roll-On Roll-Off, or RORO project, and the Mindanao River Basin Flood Control project. ADB has also pledged to design a $300 million critical infrastructure initiatives package. This is in conjunction with other financing institutions such as the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the Agency Française de Développement.
Program loans under the COBP will cover 39%, while project loans will account for 61%. For the non-lending part of the COBP funding, the programs to be covered include support for project preparations and capacity building of government agencies. We'll now take a short break, but be back shortly with more current and relevant business issues for you. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love. Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey. Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use. Flexible interior for your various needs. Convenient features. Advanced technology. Powerful engine. Fuel efficient for a smooth journey. And sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest-running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure, and we continue with more business developments. For this next business issue, BNL was in Marco Polo Ortigas to attend a forum which was a collaborative effort of the hotel and the Department of Tourism. Our BizWatch correspondent Heidi Santos files this report.
Undersecretary Bong Bengzon of the Department of Tourism, or DOT, acknowledged the role of Marco Polo Ortigas in organizing this important event, where the DOT was able to discuss the agency's current thrust in promoting the country and give an update on the current state of Philippine tourism. BNL asked Yusek Bengzon about the recent developments at the DOT, and this is what he had to say.
We recently completed our National Tourism Development Plan of 2017 to 2022. This was approved by the President and the Cabinet in April of this year. And essentially, the development plan provides for the roadmap for Philippine tourism in the next 5 years. The NTDP is anchored on 2 strategic directions. The first one talks about increasing the competitiveness of the Philippine tourism industry, and this we hope to achieve by improving our infrastructure, particularly airports and seaports, expanding our capacity to absorb in the area of accommodations, making sure that our frontliners are able to deliver service quality better than one would find in other parts of the region.
The other points mentioned by Yusek Bengzon has to do with making Philippine tourism more inclusive and sustainable. This means that benefits from tourism must be scattered across a bigger area. To do this, there should be more focus on emerging destinations, and tourism must be developed in the countryside. To achieve sustainability, the DOT must ensure that tourism developmental efforts do not harm the environment and the natural assets are preserved for future generations. Right now, as the DOT official explained, Philippine tourism is doing well.
For the first 6 months of the year, we have already recorded approximately 3.35 million foreign visitors. This represents a growth rate of about 12.7%.
Yusek Bengzon explained that compared to the global average of 4% growth and the growth rate of other Asian countries that are at 7%, our growth rate of 12.7% is actually remarkable. Add to that the fact that the Philippines is just about the only Asian country that has not suffered a month-to-month decline in the last 5 years. Yusek Bengzon stressed the need to continually communicate to the world that the Philippines has magnificent destinations, and we need to step up our advertising and marketing efforts in key markets around the world.
Our hosting of Miss Universe in January this year has helped raise the profile of the Philippines as a tourist destination, and it has also demonstrated the capability of Filipinos to organize big events.
The DOT official summarized the agency's performance indicators. For one, it has developed master plans for cruise tourism, medical tourism, and ecotourism. The Department of Tourism is now working on creating greater international connectivity by organizing more familiarization tours for airline network planners. The DOT will continue to participate in key aviation events. Yusek Benzon shared the news that Cebu is in the short list of host cities for Roots Asia 2019, but there is still no word on the decision on this. The Department of Tourism will continue to support charter operators, and it is now crafting a media plan to expand its product portfolio.
Like the former Department of Tourism officials, the present DOT leadership is dead serious in promoting the country as a top destination in Southeast Asia. Our performance in the first 6 months shows that we have coped quite well against the onslaught of negative news and travel advisories, and this bodes well for our DOT leadership. And now for our final issue this week. What's new at the new Clark City, formerly called the Clark Green City? Well, actual construction of this project has already started. The BCDA, or Bases Conversion and Development Authority, is now targeting to relaunch the Metropolis project this October. Andre Ko, our business reporter, has the details.
With the relaunch of the new Clark City this October, BCDA President and CEO Vivencio Dizon is targeting the completion of the project by 2022. The cost of the total project could reach billions of US dollars, according to the BCDA President. But for now, the development cost alone, which is the initial cost of the program, will run to around 20 billion pesos.
Even with the mind-boggling costs involved in developing and completing the new Clark City, the government is bent on going ahead with it. The project is one of the long-term solutions of the Duterte administration in decongesting Metro Manila. Here's the rest of the story with our BizWatch correspondent.
The 9,450-hectare new Clark City is located in Tarlac. With the initial development stage of the construction, roads will be developed as well as other infrastructure requirements and commercial spaces. There will be a national government center, a food processing terminal, and an international food market. The Metropolis project will also include a mixed-income development housing. A big part of the vast area will be reserved as open spaces for agricultural and forest lands to go with the Green City concept. In developing the new city, BCDA will be partnering with other governments like Japan and Singapore, considered some of the best developers in the region. It will be home to some 1.12 million people and 800,000 workers, and is projected to contribute a gross output of 1.57 trillion per year to the Philippine economy.
Once completed, the new Clark City is seen to decongest Metro Manila. Metro Manila is all of 60,000 hectares, while the new Clark City is 10,000 hectares, which is equivalent to at least 2 big districts in Manila. And with that, we end BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we have our corporate profile this week. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
passionate. We are driven. We are able.
We are Mirage. We are Mirage.
The Mitsubishi Mirage, made here and driving the Filipino forward.
Welcome back, and you're still on the business section of Business and Leisure. Up next is our corporate profile segment. On focus on our corporate profile is an all-Filipino company that has gone global. It is a company that is close to the heart of the ordinary Pinoy, and you will soon find out why.
This logo is all too familiar to millions of Filipino households. That is because sardines are a favorite Filipino staple. And while there are quite a few sardine brands in the Philippines, the Mega brand is now the recognized leader in the market. This company is now 42 years old. Started by the parents of Marvin Chu Lim, the Vice President for Sales and Marketing of Mega Global. Like many family-run businesses, they started small and modest.
They initially started with one fishing boat in Navotas, and they grew the fleet to now over 75. So we have a strong heritage of really in the agriculture business. So that's where our foundation is. We've been catching and supplying fish to Navotas and other fish markets ever since back then. No?
Mega believes that sardines being a staple in many Filipino homes, the Pinoy deserves the best quality sardines. In the last 4 or 5 years, the company has been aggressively expanding. Now they have the largest fishing fleet in the country, with a fleet of 73 and still expanding. It is also the only fishing company in the Philippines that manufactures its own boats.
So these are not just any other normal boats. These are steel hull boats that we were able to get the technology from Japan and from different countries, and we were able to really make our own. So we're really proud of that because it provides a different sort of technology and it provides a lot of employment in our company and in the areas where we're operating in. So when we say vertical integration, it's really about integrating the whole process, even the manufacturing of the tins, even the manufacturing of the boats, the nets, we do ourselves. So as much as we would like to do everything ourselves, because if we do it ourselves, we can control the quality of what we do.
It has 2 manufacturing plants in Zamboanga that boasts of cutting-edge technology. In these plants, the highest standards of cleanliness and sanitation are observed, such that they have received ISO and FSSC certifications. In fact, the Department of Tourism's office there proudly bring visitors to visit these plants.
The technologies we put into that plant come from all over the world. Right now we're developing an auto feeder or auto filler plant. So that means that next we would eliminate the need for manpower to actually fill the sardines into the cans. So what we're trying to do is really automate the process of manufacturing sardines so that there is less human intervention. When there is less human intervention, the quality gets better and better. Less mistakes happen.
The processes they have developed have done away with human intervention wherever possible, and this has set them apart from other canneries. As the company started to grow, they naturally increased the number of employees in the company. From only a handful when they started their operations, they now have about 3,500 employees. Between 2,500 to 3,000 are in the Zamboanga plants, and included here are the fishermen, plant workers, and skilled workers who build the fishing boats. In Manila, they employ about 500 workers, including their sales staff.
As much as possible, we would really want to take care of them and really provide them a great place to work for.
Right now, their business model is into distribution. Mega sardines should be found not only in groceries and big supermarkets, but also in the humble sari-sari stores.
So currently we have over 100,000 unique buying accounts for our company. However, it's good to note there are around 1.2, 1.1 million stores in the Philippines. So we're just scratching the surface. However, in all major supermarkets, all major retail accounts, Mega Sardines and all our products are widely available. The name of the game really is to get it down to the sari-sari store level so that the people have access locally.
Mega Global is now exporting to 36 countries, and they remain very strong where there are many Filipino OFWs who they learned still long for the familiar taste of the Filipino sardines they grew up with. But Mega Global is now no longer all about sardines. They have gone into other newer products as well. After sardines, they launched the Mega Tuna, still retaining the brand name Mega since this has become quite strong in seafood products. But they made sure that in coming out with this new product, Mega Tuna will not just be another canned tuna in the market. They made sure that the buyers of Mega Tuna are buying something better than what their competitors are offering.
When we launched our tuna, we were the first ones, or the only ones until now, to have 100% pure tuna in all our variants. So pure, meaning we don't put any soy, we don't put any extenders in our tuna. So that's our guiding principle for everything we launch now.
The next product the company launched was the Mega Prime canned vegetables. They distinguished themselves here by being the first in the market to come out with easy open cans that offers more convenience to their customers. With their tuna and canned vegetables, Marvin Tulim says the Filipino consumer can definitely expect more new products to be launched in the very near future.
And we really believe in the pipelining better and better products out there because there's still a lot of opportunity in order for us to improve the pantry and improve the basket of the Filipino consumer.
Careful planning, not only in the manufacturing but also in their promotions and advertising, is the key to their success. They tapped big names in the entertainment industry to endorse their products, but their choice of endorsers wasn't that simple. They believe that any endorser who comes on board must also truly believe in their product. Establishing that sync was essential for Mega.
If you endorse that's 100% truth and 100% being honest, it's easier for you to become more natural and really to imbibe the brand. So these endorsers really help us get our products into the minds and hearts of the consumers nationwide.
For this 42-year-old company, the owners cannot afford to stagnate in still waters. They continue to innovate and outdo themselves. In 5 years' time, they envision a bigger distribution network with more products in the market. They plan to go into even more aggressive marketing of their brand.
We really want to become a household name in providing food for the Filipino people.
They believe they have to continuously excite the Philippine market with something new, so more products will be launched in the very near future. As the company grew, Mega Global did not forget to give back. They launched the Tulim Foundation in 2016.
Before that, we had partnerships with other CSR agencies. However, we wanted to do something more long-term. So we really wanted to start up a foundation and make sure that the initiatives we do all go towards building that same vision for that CSR. Mega Cares, Mega Shares, that's basically the title of what we do. So we reach out to communities and we help in nation building as what is stated in our mission and vision. So we believe in the technical and values development of the community. So it's not only about feeding them, not only like giving them sardines, giving them goods, not only a one-day thing, but we also believe in providing them with the right tools and the right skills in order for them to really succeed in life. So it's the same as a parable when you teach a man to fish. So that's basically what we want to do, but not necessarily fishing lang.
The fishermen who work for Mega Global are at sea for extended periods, as long as 8 to 9 months at a time, so the company, through their foundation, provides the family, particularly the wives of the fishermen, skills that can provide them a living and get them involved with the company as well.
It's a national cooking festival where we invite a lot of moms to come in when we teach them how to cook, and we teach them how to use the different products that we have, and we give them samples as well. So we've been doing this for 15 months already. So every year we hold the national competition. So we go around different cities nationwide. We hold these events. We get the best of the best, and we fly them into Zamboanga, and they get to see the plant, they get to see the boats, and they get to see and appreciate how the sardines are made. And with that, we also equip them with tools and the skills necessary for them to really succeed in life.
Their longtime partner in their CSR projects, like the school that they built in Zamboanga, which also provides skills and training like welding and machine operation, is TESDA. Another partner is Tulay ng Kabataan.
Now we're mainly focusing on developing our core foundation, not necessarily needing to partner up with different charitable events, but we would like to go directly to the NGOs, directly to the mayor, directly to the city councilors, and ask them what they need for the people there, because it's them who really know what they need. So that's who our partners are.
They know the value of giving back and continue to inspire their employees to get involved in the company's CSR projects.
Our future plans is to really ramp it up. We wanted to make our events and our CSR activities more meaningful. And it's not all about promoting our brand, promoting our company, but it's really about going back to the roots of really giving back to the people, making sure that these people, the Filipino people who have been eating our products for so long, are also well taken care of. So we're actively going to look for more partners, going to be more involved locally into the different local events that they have there, and really expanding it to a more massive scope this year.
Mega Global is one shining example of a family business that has grown in leaps and bounds over the years, slowly but surely. Marvin belongs to the second generation of the family that started it all, and he imparts words of wisdom to budding entrepreneurs out there.
My message to them would be to think about it globally initially. Always make your processes and your way of doing business in a global level. You have to compete in that level in order for you to succeed locally. So when you think you're the best globally, for sure you will be the best locally. So always put your hard work into it, and always take care of your people, because people are really the lifeline of your company. They will bring you to the future. So without them, you're nothing.
That was Mega Global, our feature this week on Corporate Profile. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this Filipino company that proudly provides Pinoy staples not only to Filipino households but also to our compatriots in foreign shores. That ends the business section of BNL. Our sunshine girl, Zaira Hernandez, is all set to usher in the leisure portion of our show, which is coming right up ahead after we pause for another short break. We will be right back.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
You're still with us here on Business and Leisure, and now we go right on to the lifestyle section. As I turn you over to our co-host this week, Sunshine Girl Zara Hernandez, for our leisure report. The spotlight is on you, Zara.
Thank you once again, Butch, for turning them over to me. Hi guys, are you still with me? Well, I hope so, because this time around we will be shifting our attention to lifestyle. Are you guys ready to find out what the latest is in the metro? Here now is Lifestyle Chronicles.
Marco Polo Hotels in the Philippines recently held a forum together with Department of Tourism on how they work hand-in-hand in further promoting tourism in the country. They have invited Yusek Bongbangzon of the DOT and shared with the selected invited members of media on how the Philippines is faring presently on tourism. The three different general managers of the three Marco Polo hotels in the country were also present, and they too gave an insight on how Marco Polo is doing in the Philippines.
My participation, my presence representing Marco Polo Davao is already significant, because we do collaborate, our association do collaborate with a number of programs of the City Tourism Office of Davao City, and also of the Regional Department of Tourism. So, like for example, the recent event that took place in Davao, the Kadayawan Festival, our hotel as well, we also had our own Kadayawan Festival activities. We launched a program which showcased culture and heritage of Davao, of Mindanao. We have showcased basically artist from Mindanao that people could see, and it's very successful. We've been doing that for the past 3 years. We also do serve in our buffet dishes of the 11 tribes. If I may say, Kadayawan Festival is really a recognition and appreciation and of the Thanksgiving that the 11 tribes of Davao has. So that's how active we are in supporting Department of Tourism.
I think for a while we were looking for a date and an appropriate time to meet the three hotels, Davao, Cebu and Manila. We're one of the only international chains, I believe, who is represented in the three main cities. And we would like to show our support, our collaboration with the DOT, so we thought the best thing is to come together, all of us here in Manila. And times have been, a little bit challenging. The market, not only locally but internationally, we need to show that we're all behind the DOT, and we all want more visitors to come to the Philippines.
AAI Group invited business and leisure to an intimate signing of partnership with Black Arrow Express and Sunrise Events to seal their commitment to the coming Black Arrow Express 5i50 Triathlon, which will also run from 2018 to 2020. Top officials like Mr. Arnie Brizuela, President of AAI Worldwide Logistics, Mr. Alan Brizuela, President of Black Arrow Express, Alaska Corporation President and CEO Fred Oitengsu, and AAI Group Chairman Mr. Rico Brizuela were present during the contract signing. AAI Group and Black Arrow Express is the official logistic provider of Black Arrow 5i50 Triathlon.
If you happen to miss some of the most talked about and most important events in and even out of the metro, fret not, because we've got you covered right here on Lifestyle Chronicles. Welcome once again to Places, the most awaited segment here in the lifestyle portion of Business and Leisure. I know many of you are once again waiting to see what our roving BNL crew has recently discovered. Well, wait no longer, because this week's new discovery is coming right up.
Antipolo has always been known for its old attractions like the Hinulugang Taktak, for instance. Years and years ago, Antipolo was everyone's destination come May 1 to hear Mass and then feast on lechon sold on the roadside. Buy some freshly roasted kasuy nuts and, of course, bunches of its famous suman sa ibos. Well, the tradition is fast fading with the young folks, although a few still go through the long trek when May 1 comes. The kasuy nuts and suman are still there, but what is taking the fancy of many foodies now are the many new restaurants that have sprung to life in this city. Business and Leisure checked out these new restaurants and discovered this cute restaurant that honors a long-lost but much-loved tradition. This is District Comics Restaurant, and as you may have guessed from the name, it features loads and loads of comics in mint condition. Enter and check out the walls, all plastered with the familiar characters our parents grew up with. Archie, Jughead, Veronica, and Betty come to life on these walls. Even Popeye and Genkoy from our grandparents' days liven up the walls with their colorful characters. The restaurant is playful and nostalgic enough to recreate a portion of a white picket fence at the entrance. White chairs and tables like those you see in children's parties are used here, and the ceiling is likewise given a playful treatment with colorful umbrellas and bottles lit with LED bulbs hanging overhead. And check out this unique chess set with silver knights as pawns. District Comics Restaurant is run by a mother and son tandem. Young Luis Reyes is a culinary student at the Center for Culinary Arts, and he collaborated with his mom to create the menu here.
Kasi before, yung mother ko, chef siya sa isang private yacht, tapos nag-decide siya na magstay na lang dito sa Philippines. So since nasa isang naman kami, nasa culinary world naman kami parehas, nag-decide kami na mag-build up na lang ng isang restaurant.
This restaurant is near where Louie and his mom live, so it was a perfect choice. They literally just walked to their restaurant. When District Restaurant was built, they knew what theme they wanted to build around. But collecting all these good comic books in mint condition wasn't easy. They started in February of this year and collected enough by May, and that was when they opened.
District Comic siya kasi since bata ako, nakikita ko na yung collection niya na Archie, and then nag-pop nga yung Marvel Comics and then DC Comics dito nga sa Philippines. So naisip namin, why not build a restaurant na ganun yung theme, since marami namang may gusto sa kanya. Tapos naglabas pa ang Netflix ng Riverdale na series. So naisip namin, why not focus on Archie and other comics.
Their target market is naturally students because of the playful, fun, and casual air that is obvious when you enter. But there are already quite a few commercial establishments in the area, and many office workers have found their way to District Comics.
Hindi namin tinarget yung talagang mga high-end na people. Ang gusto lang namin makuha namin yung masa.
And how did the foodies here in Antipolo react to this new, unique restaurant?
Yung iba, noong una, akala hindi siya restaurant. Tapos, paunti-unti na nila nalalaman. So, most likely, yung iba, bumabalik-balik dahil nga sa murang price and maraming servings. Dun sa span ng restaurant ngayon, parang before kasi nag-start kami around, swerte na kami pag nagkakaroon kaming 10 customers per day. Tapos, as time goes by, unti-unti na kaming nakikilala dito sa Antipolo through social media and television. So, mas dumadami na yung customers, hindi lang sa Antipolo. Meron na rin kami sa Manila and sa mga iba pang places sa baba ng Antipolo.
The walls are quite full with comic books already, but this restaurant has an ongoing promo where one can draw a prize when one brings along a comic book when he dines. A unique theme, reasonable prices, and generous servings, these are what set them apart from the other restaurants here. So now let's take a look at their best sellers.
So meron kaming silogs na tapa, chicken, and pares. Dun sa iba kasi hindi nila alam talaga kung what is pares. So yung pares namin is beef na pinakuluan hanggang lumambot ng sobra with soy sauce and star anise.
They have the famous silogs, so they're all served with a fried egg and sinangag. The tapa that sells for 85 pesos. The chick silog with a big portion of crispy fried chicken that sells for 95 pesos. And the pares that sells also for 85 pesos.
We also have our tuyo pasta with salted egg and olives. So oil-based pasta siya, topped with tuyo and salted egg.
This oil-based pasta has big slices of flavorful tuyo, fillets, and sells for 120 pesos.
Tapos we have our carbonara. Hindi siya yung typical carbonara kasi tinatop namin siya with some adobo flakes.
Everybody loves carbonara, but this one is with a Pinoy twist. What with the adobo flakes? It sells for 120 pesos also.
So, hindi naman matatapos yung Antipolo trip without the famous suman na coated with chicharon and kasoy with simple sugar glaze.
Who will go to Antipolo without eating its famous suman? This dessert sells for 50 pesos only.
So, come and visit us at ENH Building, ML Quezon Extension, Barangay Dalig, Antipolo City. You can also message us at District Comics at Facebook, and you can also call us at 212-3162.
That was District Comics Restaurant in Antipolo City. Our latest discovery here in Places. We hope you guys enjoyed that one. We're not over yet. There is still more for you to find out when we come back after this short break, so don't go anywhere.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Hello once again, everyone. I am your sunshine girl for this week, Sarah Hernandez. We continue with our recommended dining destinations, and here now is Leisure Trip.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the squid ink pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular What to Enjoy and Where to Go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
Well, it's time to wrap up our show, and thank you so much for joining me as I dish out the best in lifestyle. I promise you guys that more informative and exciting features will come your way again, so make sure to come back, okay? I'll see you guys again very soon, and now let me send you back to our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. See you again next time. Butch?
Thanks, Zara. That was indeed a very entertaining and informative leisure report. Sunshine Girl Zara Hernandez hosting the lifestyle section of our show. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. If you missed some portions of our show tonight or any of the past episodes of Business and Leisure, you can watch them online on businessandleisure.ph anytime of the day at your convenience. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy a good life.